Now, just last week, I did a video about how the remaster is treating you. I gave some examples of some things that had happened to me in the remaster, things that had made it a little bit difficult. However, by doing that video, I got a bunch of comments and a few emails about some changes, some places to see the changes, and where it actually might be super useful in order to go ahead and look to see even just name changes and see lists of where these things are. So I thought I'd go ahead and try to bring that here into a video so everybody could see. So my name is Don. I'm trying to be the Sly Strategist, and let's go ahead and get into it. Now, when I released that video, I got a bunch of questions and still questions to this day about where is the best place to find out the information for where the core preview stuff is, where the name changes are, and where you can find some rules. So I thought I'd go through basically 3 sites that you can get a bunch of information. One that I like a lot, but you have to very specifically use that one, and another source of information that I don't use very often, but they do have some free resources. So let me go ahead and go through them. Now, the first one I kind of want to highlight here is you can go all the way back to the paizo.com core preview document. Now, if you go to paizo.com/Pathfinder/core preview, you will go ahead and get to this page. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can download the core preview PDF. Now, the core preview PDF is a 19-page document. It has a bunch of information in there, such as the names for new concepts. It has a lot of information about holy, unholy, and sanctified in a very concise format. And it is largely the wording that is out of the actual core preview document. Things about spirit damage, spells, school removals, wizard changes, as well as some names and new spells that have been changed for the remaster. So it's a nice document in order to find this information out. Now, there is another one that I get a lot of people talking about, especially coming to me in the comments, and I don't subscribe to them. However, they do have some free information, and that would be Pathfinder Nexus. Now, Pathfinder Nexus, if you go to this particular link, and I will link it in the description of this particular video, and you scroll down just a little bit, you will see a game rules section. And this game rules section, you can go ahead and click on the various things, and it'll take you to all the different classes and what changes have been made to each one of those particular classes. You can go ahead and go beyond the classes to ancestries, feats, a nice rules index, conditions. Now, once again, I am not a demi-plane subscriber. However, that information is there and it's available for you, and you don't necessarily even have to sign in order to go ahead and see this information. So it might be worth a look if you are really waiting for Archives of Nethys to come online for you to see something that's a little bit more searchable than a physical book or a PDF. And then the very last one I'd kind of like to show, and this is, unfortunately, if you're in Roll20, I don't know, I don't have a Roll20 table. However, I do have a Foundry table. And one of the ones that came up, actually, I got a few comments that pointed me to this, and it's a fantastic resource. I'm not going to lie at all. And that would be if you go to your Foundry table and you click on the settings and you scroll down to remaster changes. What you're going to see when you get to remaster changes is you will see what changes they have made within Foundry for the remaster. Here's the great thing about that. You get all the rules changes, you get the changes of the names. You go ahead and you can get whatever class features that they have changed, if they have renamed them, what class feature they would be from, as well as being able to just drag these things onto your character sheet if that is what you are trying to do in Foundry. Same thing for feats, to include what the item name is, the main trait, the status, and what the new name is. And you can scroll through. This turns out for me to be the best place to go ahead and look to find those renamed spells, renamed items, renamed anything, really. Once again, you can go to spells, same type thing. It has the spell name, the status, and the new name, and you can go ahead and scroll through. And if it has done something different, like a glitter dust has been merged with something else to be revealing light, you can go ahead and find that information there. And then the last one would be equipment. They do have some little notes at the top here, like Mithril is now Dawn Silver and Darkwood is now Duskwood, but it's the same thing where they have old names and the new names. So it makes it really easy for you to see what these changes are. And this is where I run into most of the problems, is the new naming of things, because I don't know what the new name is. So when I go to the remaster book or the remaster PDF in order to try to find out what the new name is, I have a hard time finding it. Here's a nice little table for all of these things, especially for spells, but for everything else, that allows you to see very quickly what the changes are. Now, this really was more of just a quick tip as to where you could find this information out for the remaster, and I hope it was helpful for you. It's been super helpful for me just in the time frame since I put out that last video to now, to be able to see this new information, especially the one in Foundry. And once again, if you are even remotely interested in doing something with Pathfinder Nexus and Demiplane, well, they do have that free section. You can go ahead and take a look at it and see if it is something that you would like to maybe interact with or maybe play with. Who knows what you would like to do. I don't particularly use Demiplane or Pathfinder Nexus, but it seemed like a good system. I just already have a lot invested in the other books already, so I just didn't feel the need to use it. But use the free resources while you can. So I do hope you liked this video, and if you did, feel free to like, subscribe, or hit that notification bell. But whatever you do, I hope you have a great day and happy adventuring. Thanks.